Hey everybody, welcome to the Combo Wombo podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Gimpy, along with the one, the only, Chipmunk. What's up, brother?
Hey man, what's happening today?
Finally on the other end of the fence, man. Finally feeling better. We took a little planned break because of Father's Day, and then I was sick last
Holiday
week,
break,
and
dude.
last week was ridiculous, man.
Dang.
The feeling of sickness, my uncle.
Were you getting down with the sickness, dude?
Yeah, man. Yeah, and still we're kind of reeling from it a little bit here, but we're back. We're back.
Hey, you sound like shit.
We're feeling better. Yeah, I don't think so, but appreciate it. I feel better than I sound. Feel much better than I sound.
We're doing the Splitgate too now. That's a thing. Play that at all? You seen that?
Yeah. I have about 30 hours in Splitgate 2.
All right.
It's okay.
Good.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It got some backlash because the big mode that they planned and announced to be the end all be all, the biggest mode of all time, better than a single player mode. They said Battle Royale.
Ooh. You're doing something new and different.
They got some heat from that, but to their credit, their Battle Royale mode is pretty fun. But
did they have like a thing where like you don't get like a squad wipe unless everyone goes down or something? There's like respawning or
yes.
It seems
it's
like it could be
Resurgence from COD,
like Apex maybe. You can like respawn your guys or
yeah. It's fun. I got a couple wins on there.
Something new and different.
The arena mode is where it shines, but it's been fun. I've been doing my dailies. I've knocked out all of the weekly challenges. There's just, I personally think all but 2 maps kind of suck.
Dang.
But that might just be my preferences. I think the respawns are a little too fast as well for a lot of the objective modes, so it's a little chaotic. But
that's time to kill, time to respawn, dude. They want you back in the action, bro.
Yeah. But that's the game they want. I'm having fun with it though. I think the weapons are pretty balanced.
Does this cost money?
No, it's free. It's free. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, if you want to run one after, we can definitely do it. I'll
microtransactions or something. Dude.
Microtransactions are supporting it, but none of it. It's all cosmetic. There's nothing that affects gameplay. And they have a free battle pass and then event like an event thing going on too.
It's got all the transactions in there. They're trying to get that money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, those are free. Those are the free options too. Yeah, so man. It's just rewards you for playing.
Got to pay for these servers, dude.
Yeah,
I heard they had to like lay off some people, like some senior people.
They did. I haven't looked into it super hard, honestly. Their head of I forget what they actually call the role, but whoever was in charge of the microtransactions, they fired. One of the owners of the company claims it was an ex-COD guy. I think he just uses COD as a scapegoat. Personally,
I think he also hired them. Like, you guys who are like, oh yeah, how can we get some of that COD money?
Some of the controversy they're steeped in. It's because of just like bad management. It's like, I had no idea our cosmetics were $80. Dude, you own the company. You have to approve this before launching. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
I think it was just like a whole other dude who's like, yeah, that's fine. I'll sign off on that.
It could have been, but that's another sign of poor management structure, right?
Yeah.
So I think the game is better because it has its own identity instead of Halo with portals, like with the first game. But that being said,
the first one, it had like a nice little.
Yeah,
it came out like in the perfect time, right before like the Halo Infinite launch. There was a thirst for more Halo-like content. This was like a fun, arcadey twist on a fun old genre.
Yeah,
the portal shooting got kind of fucking annoying after a little bit. Like you're just getting like sniped from like random crevices
around the corner. Yeah,
and that's. I don't know. That also like kind of suffered from like bad maps as well. There's like one
map that was good, right?
Yeah.
The map that was good in the original. They brought back the original map, which was like that big arena thing, which I personally didn't like.
Yeah,
so
that one kind of goofy.
Yeah, but apparently the community liked it, and there's a small dedicated
What?
community
There's
to
like
it.
two or three nests where you can get into, and then like you could just there's only like one way in, one way out. Then you can like shoot out portals, so you're essentially just sniping from a nest, and like people have to like kind of rush your bunker. There's like two or three spots like that. So
yeah.
But that could be fun, but it's also fucking annoying if you have to rush those bunkers and like everybody else on your team's just getting like running around like a headless chicken. It's like damn.
Yeah, but it does do some interesting things though. The Splitgate 1 walked so Splitgate 2 could run. Splitgate 2 actually has its own identity instead of being Halo. With just it felt like a Halo fan game in some parts, right? But Splitgate 2 feels like its own thing.
I feel like it's always been its own thing. It's just like the sci-fi elements, and that's about it. Like I don't know. There's like so many ways you can do like an FPS.
I mean,
there's like straight up like like I don't know. Like there's only so many ways to do like a sci-fi, future soldier guy. I
don't know. I think it wears its inspiration on its sleeve, and it's just to a fault at some points. I find the default skins for all but the Sabrask character ugly.
Do you think that's on purpose?
No, I think they think these designs.
I don't know,
are cool.
man. They're selling DLC, dude. $80 packs, bro. It's like, you look like shit.
Yeah, but I mean,
only had $80.
Right. Well, they've come out and they've readjusted the prices to the cosmetics and all of that too.
Yeah,
but I think that it's clearly
about COD as well, or like Diablo. Where it's like everyone was like upset that they had like an $80 skin. I was like, this is part of the marketing, because now they're going to do like 50% off, and it's like, oh, $40. That's much more reasonable. Meanwhile, it's like before you even pay like $20 for a skin or $5. You're like, anything above $5, because I feel like League of Legends kind of set that standard, where it's like, all right, we're rolling out like a skin, it's $5, that's it. Everyone kind of got used to that.
Well, the legendary skins were 10, right? And then
it kept going. Now it's even worse. Now it's like you get like shards, and you get like
crazy.
Yeah, you get like goblin coins to get a fucking queef, to trade in 10 of those to get a doubloon, and then you get like a part of a shard of a skin, dude.
Right,
it's bullshit, dude. You spend like, I think they're dropping like $300-$400 skins, dude.
It's crazy. But as far as Splitgate 2, do I like it? Would I recommend it? It's free. Why not give it a try? I've been playing it daily. I've been playing it daily, honestly.
It's a daily driver.
That said, there's some parts about the gunplay, because I'm coming from Halo Legacy, so and then Onyx level player from Halo, so a lot of like my muscle memory and just like game sense, just like gets, I don't want to say confused, but I'm like fighting myself about it, right? Like their DMR / their BR weapons are a little slower, and the bullet travel is a little less than Halo. So some of the stuff where I'm like so used to just snapping where their head will be, then like the Halo's like lead or whatever to get the headshots and stuff, you have to do more on Splitgate. Splitgate has a faster lateral movement and stuff too, so that it's sometimes it's like okay, you're playing Halo but like with Quake speed, not quite that fast, but
it's more arcadey.
It definitely feels familiar, but is its own thing. So I'll give a shout to the devs there, because they've managed to craft something which I thought, and my big complaint with Splitgate 1 was that it wasn't unique, and it just felt like lesser Halo, because when Infinite came out, there's no way I was playing Splitgate ever again, which I haven't. Damn. Right? And Splitgate 2 definitely feels like its own game.
I feel like everyone was just playing Splitgate to wait for the Halo Infinite.
Basically, yeah. There's, like I said, there's dedicated community.
They need to fix.
But yeah. So yeah, I mean, if you got some space, man, give it a try.
Halo Infinite.
Have I been playing Halo Infinite?
Has anybody been?
Yeah, it's been fine. All right. Like the game has. I mean, the peak obviously fell off, but
we're in the trough, dude.
It's been getting monthly updates. It has a Halo 3 playlist going right now, with the old Halo 3 maps, and then Halo 3 physics as well. You don't have the grappling hook or any of the abilities. It's just like or like clambering. It's just classic Halo gameplay right now in Halo Infinite. So
what even is classic Halo gameplay at this point, dude. Is it
1 through 3?
Is it 5? Is it
It's 3?
All right,
It's
4?
3. There's no question. It's 3.
The game's like a decade, like 20 years old now or something.
Yep.
Like the game's old as fuck, boy.
Yep. Yep.
Like,
Yep. It's almost 25 years old. Yeah, it's a little older.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's over, dude.
Yeah. Rumor has it Microsoft is remaking the first game again. Well, Microsoft 343 or whatever they call it. I think they're called Halo Studios now, but
yeah, dude, it's been long enough. They can get more money.
Yeah.
As long as it has single screen co-op mode. Like, I feel like the old heads just want like simple things, dude. They promise. This is like a toxic ex, dude. You're like, we keep getting back together with them, and it's the same old shit. It's like, why'd you guys break up again? Same old shit. It's like, damn, bro. And then it's like, but they called me up. They're lonely. You're like, don't do it, bro. And then like next week, you're like, yeah, so we're back together again. It's like
true.
A week later, it's like, it's the same old shit, dude. It's like it ain't never gonna be the good old days again, dude. Let it go, dude. Like, yeah, dude. It feels like that's the Halo community right now. They're in a toxic relationship with an abusive ex that they keep getting back together again with, and despite everybody else being like, man, try something else, man, try like Apex or Legends or Splitgate or Call of Duty, and like, I can't
scratches that same itch, man.
Yeah, nobody's gonna love me like she loved me, boys.
That's exactly true, man.
It's like you're not putting yourself out there, dude. You gotta open yourself up to these opportunities, dude. I don't know, man. I saw that Koei Tecmo has a fucking sale going on right now till the 10th.
Yeah.
Listen to this after that, dude.
Well, it's the Steam Summer Sale, so everyone has a sale going on right now. So,
dude, I don't give a shit about everybody. Don't care about Ninja Gaiden Master Collection, Ninja Gaiden Black, Dynasty Warriors Origins, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You see this Warriors Abyss, dude? I feel like I would have heard about this.
It's kind of old. I feel like you have heard about it.
I don't know. It's like February of this year. I don't know. It's like 4 months old, dude.
Yeah.
They basically threw like a Vampire Survivors on Dynasty Warriors a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I thought I was literally gonna. We talked about this before. I was gonna gift it to you, and you said, "Now hold off." Do you not remember this?
I've been holding. Nah, I don't. I feel that about live games, dude. Like,
that's true.
I don't know. It's I don't know. They got the Fate series going on here. They got a lot of these weeb games going on. They got Dead or Alive 6.
Yeah, I don't get that.
They got DLC. Don't get it. Why not? Is it not a good fighter game?
Not a good fighter game. Not even a good Dead or Alive game. That's the problem. And like, I'm not saying that as like the latest. I as a fighting game fan, I like the Dead or Alive series, but
I feel like they kind of peaked around 4.
I'd agree.
And then they had like the volleyball spin-off. So then I don't know. They like realized they could just print money by putting big old biddies on some skimpy chicks and selling plushies, and
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Now Romancing the Kingdoms is out.
Yep.
That series kind of peaked around like 5, where you could like have debates and stuff. I don't know. Now they're on like 20 or something, dude.
As a kid, I had no idea that series was fun. Right? I tried it. I'm like, what the hell is this? But then as like a teenager, when I trying it again, I went through an addictive loop for that game, right? Like, so I'm like, okay, I get it now.
It's like a weird board game. It's like it's like a European board game. That game.
It really is. Yeah. They're good. They're honestly they're good. Fire Emblem, Romancing the Kingdoms, one was banger. So,
you hit me up. Tell me about. Did we talk about Dragon Force again on this pod?
We did. I'm actually playing through Dragon Force on the Saturn as we speak. Based on your recommendation, I always
recommend it, dude. It's a good game.
I was.
It definitely has like some limits. 2, you can get like a fan translation of 2 now, because I never really
fan translation
came to the States, I think, or maybe it's Europe.
Yep.
Yeah. It fixes some of the core problems, but there's just like some ways to gamify like the system, and once you figure that out, it's like becomes way less fun.
Sure.
You can min-max the fun out of that game real fast, but as far as like just like the progression and the story, it's like, you can get fun. You can get like your ass stomped in that game too. Like, it's a fun little game.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was a great recommend. It was awesome, and it's unique as hell. Outside of that game, I don't know of any game that does that. Like, the hundreds of sprites on the field at once, especially for that era, is insane. So those of you who don't know, Dragon Force is like this strategy, like I don't want to say RPG, but kind of it, right? Like
It's
strategy
got RPG
kind of,
elements,
yeah,
yeah.
like game for the Saturn, and it's
Some like choose your own
absolutely
adventure
incredible.
things in
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
branching stories. There's like different kingdoms you can pick. Like
yep,
it's
yep.
it's a fun little game.
Absolutely incredible. Yeah. I've been doing that, and I've started a replay through of God Hand, actually, the old
Oh,
PS2 game
what
on
happened,
Steam
man?
Deck.
The God Hand got you, dude.
Yeah,
You've
yeah, a
been
little
playing
bit.
Dark
A little
Souls, now
bit.
you're fucking playing God Hand, dude. What's wrong with you, man? Like
That's what
that
it
one's
is, man.
more like
It's more of a beat 'em up. Yeah.
arcadey, yeah, beat 'em up.
Yep, yep. It's
Nice.
fantastic. There's a lot of skill expression there. So I Ninja
Yeah,
Gaiden
it's
Black
just the
2
palette.
came out, and I beat
Yeah,
that. I mean, it's like
yeah.
I'm
I
always
was thinking
displaying
about
Ryu behind me, and
I was like thinking about Ninja Gaiden earlier this morning, dude. Not just because we're
every
gonna
day,
have this
baby.
pod.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
every day I wake up, I think Hayabusa, dude. But I was looking up and I was like, man, these games look fucking dope. I was like, how come I never played this? And I remember they like came out like
hmm
after like I got out of like consoles. Like I think it was it like an Xbox exclusive for a while or something?
Yep,
Like
yep. The first one was
our
an Xbox
plays,
exclusive, yeah, and then
yeah.
Sigma came
And
out
I've
on
been
PlayStation.
PC for a while, dude. Since like
Yeah,
early 2000, I've
yeah.
only been on
2003
the PC.
was, or maybe four was the OG Ninja Gaiden, but
Yeah, I remember seeing it and being like, "Oh, this looks cool," and then never seen it again. But it's like a remake in the Unreal Engine and stuff, dude. I don't know, it looked dope. And then I saw the sale going on, dude. I was like, "Man, I should fucking pick up Ninja Gaiden Black, dude."
I'm biased, admittedly.
All right,
But I can tell you a little bit about the Master Collection series. Why I didn't buy it, but I probably will. Just
it's on sale.
uh, because so it's the black version of the first game,
Yeah,
or is it the Sigma? It might be the Sigma for both. But anyway, it's for as far as Ninja Gaiden 2, it's the Sigma version, which has less enemies on screen than the OG Xbox version, and has
easier, dude.
some
Just say it,
censorship.
dude. All right, no
But it
itto
also
bitties,
added
dude.
new missions for
There's no
different
Dead or
characters.
Alive, dude.
It is Ayane from Dead or Alive is in it, but she's also part of the Ninja
Oh,
Gaiden series.
she's also censored, dude.
Yeah, yeah. It's though they're all good games, but
Budget
having been a
cuts.
fan of played the originals, like the original releases, like the
Yeah.
OG Black release on Xbox is the best version of Ninja
Do they
Gaiden.
have like a way to like
The
toggle on like I'm not a pussy mode?
no,
Like
no, you
there's like
select
no
it
heroic.
from. You can select it from the start, but if you select a hard mode from the
Oh,
start and you die too often, it'll say, "Are you a bitch?" And then you can drop
yeah.
the level, but then you're stuck, which is Ninja Dog in that. But
All right.
I will say you've played action games. You've played. I know you didn't really get into the Souls series, but people
Yeah.
like Souls players have now rediscovered or discovered for the first time
Action.
Ninja Gaiden. Right?
All right.
This is the OG hard game. But
Yeah.
really, it's dude. I have had so many playthroughs, so much fun with the Ninja Gaiden series. Um,
Dang.
that I yeah, go ahead, get it. And at least for Ninja Gaiden 3, it introduces Razor's Edge, which I've actually replayed through. And Ninja Gaiden 3 initially came out around my birthday, around the time of original release. Super hyped for it. Game sucked ass. I was so disappointed.
Dang.
Ended up, beating it once and never touching it again. Razor's Edge came out and fixed a lot of my issues with it. Still the worst in the trilogy, but it's definitely playable now.
Should I get the Master Collection, which is 3 games, or just
Yep.
Ninja Gaiden Black, which is
So
just
that's
the one
that's,
game?
that's Ninja Gaiden Black 2. Or Ninja Gaiden 2
Oh,
Black is what it is.
yeah.
So um it's worth it to get both, honestly, unless you're
Yeah.
like
Is there a correct playthrough of these? Do I go like
yeah.
numerically or something?
No, you go numerically, but the Master Collection, the better version of 2 is going to be 2 Black, so which is not included in the Master
Alright.
Collection, which sucks, right? Um, but I
Gotta
will
get that
say,
money.
as far as the remake aspect, it's literally uh, the base game in Unreal Engine 5. So it's
What
really
you're telling me is for the cost of one Splitgate 2 skin cosmetic for
Mhm,
$80, I could get the entire
mhm.
Ninja Gaiden collection.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, you know what? Just get the Master Collection.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
it'll be fine.
$20, dude.
You know? Yeah.
Then like Black 2 is like 30 right now.
Make sure you're playing
like
through with the controller,
dude.
though. Like, you know.
I think you came and play without a controller, dude. I was like, I look at the Steam pages, like, warning, you need a fucking controller for this.
Good.
And I was like, all right, yeah.
You feel like a badass. Don't get discouraged. If don't, you know, I.
Dude, you're talking to somebody who's played a lot of Devil May Cry, a lot of Bayonetta, dude. You're talking to somebody who is repulsed by your Dark Souls and your parries and your time counters. I'm like, yo, give me smooth action where I'm weaving in and out of fools. I'm controlling space. I'm pushing back. I have counters and parries, but you know that's part of the arsenal. It isn't like the only thing.
Yeah,
I was listening to a kid. He was talking about how like it's easier to make a Dark Souls type game because you don't have to like link in combos and animations like that. It's like a simpler system. There's like you said, it's like everyone's just discovering like, oh wait, these old action games actually, your god hands are hard as fuck. There's a lot of depth to this.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, Dark Souls has depth too, but it's a different type, right? So, yeah, its clunkiness is on purpose, and you know makes for a different type of skill expression in Dark Souls. But yeah, I like Ninja Gaiden. It's just fluid as hell. The last time I played through, outside of like Black 2, which came out and I played through immediately, I played through Ninja Gaiden's 1 through current. You know, I did the NES games, and then I did the Xbox games, and I did them all on stream. So, you know, I've completed them all. I absolutely love them. You know, I have a Ryu Hayabusa thing behind me. Any Ninja Gaiden media I get. I saw the anime. You know, like,
damn, is the anime any good to us? You down bad, bro.
It's okay. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was definitely like early '90s. Yeah, we do need no more Ninja Gaiden content. I'm here for it.
You see, was it Supermeatboy? They're dropping like a 3D.
It was a 3D game. Yeah, I'm actually excited for that. It like I never played Super Meat Boy Forever. Right, it just looked like trash to me. But
yeah, I think it was like a mobile game or something.
Yeah, it's a mobile game that they just put on PC as well. I'm like, nah, this ain't it. And honestly, I think that's money. I think they did that series a disservice by doing that. Not just releasing a mobile game, but putting that mobile game on the PC platform where, you know, we all...
You know, I think people are like, yo, do you guys like money? And they're like, we do like money. They're like, all right, yeah, let's just get this working. I think they said they like prototyped that in like a afternoon where they're like, well, is this even possible? And they like sat down, they looked at it as like a fun programming problem to like, can we redesign everything for like one button or whatever? And then they did that, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I think they're excited about that." Not thinking long term or like the publisher would do.
McMillan left Team Meat, so it's really just Tommy and whoever he hired afterwards. So
Tommy likes money, dude, and there's nothing wrong with that, Tommy. You gotta get that check, bro.
Right.
in this economy, bro, get your paper. Don't let the haters, you know.
Right, but Super Meat Boy 3D looks good. Looks good.
Yeah. I thought they missed the opportunity to call like Super Meat Boy 64.
That's I mean, that would imply that it's like a nostalgic throwback game too, though. Right?
I mean, isn't that Super Meat Boy was as well? Like, this is the whole reason I got thinking about this is because there's like a Ninja Gaiden cutscene in Super Meat Boy, like in that like first few stages.
Yep.
They just take it beat for beat, bar for bar.
Yeah, it was parody. I'm sure the 3D will have parody of early 3D platformers, right? There'll be definitely a Mario reference, of course.
Maybe Gex, dude.
Ooh, that'd be interesting for a Gex reference, right? Spyro,
inside a parody.
Crash. So it'll do. There's so many 3D games. Definitely Banjo-Kazooie references, I'm sure. Right. So, well, we'll see.
The new one that they did with the Banjo-Kazooies are like
Nuts and Bolts was pretty old.
That ukulele I was thinking about. I was going to say like
ukulele was just a different game, but yeah, it was based on
Zip and Zap, dude. Whatever, dude.
Ukulele's dope, dude. Don't sleep on ukulele, honestly. No, I'm not even joking, dude. Do not sleep on ukulele. Ukulele's dope.
All right, yeah, I believe you, dude.
Yeah, man.
I think they just re-released that game too.
Did they?
For something. I think it was
there
like
was a sequel
digital,
like a little bit ago.
I don't know. Get that money, dude. I think they did a remaster and people were saying it's better. They fixed a lot of the problems that the game had.
Cool. We had a nice little revival of like that 3D era platformer, like inspired like Hat in Time as well.
Yeah, I don't buy this shit, dude. I don't buy none of it, dude.
I know you don't. That's why we're talking about these sales, baby. But with what we're
let the polish, let it polish.
So with the last few minutes we have here, anything that you're for sure gonna buy for the Steam sale, or you think that?
I might get this Ninja Gaiden, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, you sold me on it.
All right.
It's been so long.
I'm glad.
I kind of like the idea of the Warriors Abyss, but I think for sure I'll get these Ninja Gaiden games, dude. Fuck it.
Okay. I haven't decided on anything. I'll probably update everyone next week on what I've bought. There's a few VR games. I'm probably going to get Underdogs, which is a mech fighting VR game. That has a lot of single player content, and the developers came out and said, hey, baby, you want multiplayer? We're giving you multiplayer, and they're asking the community for what they want and stuff. So I think that's really cool.
Get it.
And it's a small studio that published it themselves, and I think that the game sold really well, and the fact that they're doing multiplayer because the fans wanted it, and they've never done multiplayer before, but they're trying to do it proper. I think that's really commendable. So I'm definitely going to get Underdogs. As far as a VR game, as far as like flat screen games, I'm not sure yet. There'll probably be something that I missed out on during the year,
so you can play on the Steam Deck.
Not even that. It's just so I can play through it. You know what I mean? It's Steam Deck's a plus, but it's not a requirement for my purchase. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, man. I think next week I'll update everyone on the game dev front. I told you, but just a little snippet here. I got the foxes are in the game, my pig squeal game. So it's they have a mind of their own, which which is pretty funny. Because there was a bug in my in my code.
Is it like just the AI, or how are you doing this? Is it timers? Is it goal oriented something program, or where they have
they have a goal in mind. Their goal is to satisfy their hunger. They have a hunger meter themselves.
Whatever. You know what I'm talking about with Gope, right?
Yes. It's timers and stuff, but then they go after pigs to eat them, and I have it so you can and I implemented the dog, but the dog doesn't move yet, so the dog has a radius of effect right now that deters them. But I'm pretty sure I multiplied things by a base of 100 instead of a base 10. So whenever a fox is on screen and then it goes anywhere near the dog, not even just anywhere within the vicinity, the dog can feel it, right? The foxes run off screen and they never come back because there's nothing to walk on. So I got to work on that, but
you get stuff some boundaries or something that reset them.
I'll figure it out.
There's simple fixes, hard fixes, dude.
Yeah, it was just slapped in, honestly. But
slapdash, dude.
We're getting it going. But yeah, man. Any updates from you on the game dev front, or are you just chilling?
Sheesh, I've been chilling. I've been reading books. I took this whole week off. I've just been reading different books.
Okay.
And that's been great. I've been drawing. I've been using the tablet. Tablet life's been good. I saw that they had GDevelop on there on the App Store.
Don't do it.
No, yeah. So I did do it. So I've been thinking about that. I looked at it. I was like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool. But you can also use Construct 3 on your tablet if you want. Godot has a mobile version. You can also use. Shit. So,
Godot just dropped a new version. Was it 4.3, 4.4?
4.4, yeah, 4.4. But we went over that. I did a couple of small projects to test it. Yeah. I do not remember this. This
is months ago, dude. Nah. Yeah. It's all bleeding together, bro.
I'll get it going.
So what happens when we skip a week, dude? It's all
Well, it's good.
Phasing that white
jumbled.
noise in the back. Yeah.
Yeah, but everybody enjoy the Steam sale this week. We definitely will. We'll update you next week on what we've got, what we've been playing, and
Smell
what
of
we're working on.
commerce, dude.
So yeah,
Like,
man.
share,
And
subscribe, dude.
like, share, subscribe. Enjoy
We out.
the 4th for next week for all those American people.
For all our
Take it easy.
patriots out there.
Later, everybody.